For all its success with tablets and online sales, you may have been wondering, why don't Amazon have their own smartphone? The answer is, they did, back in 2014, but it was discontinued after just over a year, following poor sales and even worse reviews. So how did the creator of the world's best-selling e-reader, not to mention the planet's biggest internet company by total employees, create something that was so unsuccessful with the public and ended up losing the company over $100 million? Here's how it happened. Plans for the phone reportedly began back in 2010, with CEO Jeff Bezos taking a hands-on role, demanding the device operate using mid-air gestures and grip sensors. It wasn't until 4 years later that the product was finally unveiled at a press event in Seattle. The phone came with several of the standard features you would expect in 2014, including a 13-megapixel camera, 4.7-inch touchscreen, and a choice of 32 or 64 gigabytes of storage. It worked using the exclusive Fire operating system, Fire OS, and although it wasn't fitted with some of Bezos' more ambitious ideas, it did offer the unique visual scanning app, Firefly. By pointing the phone's camera at things nearby, the app could identify real-world objects, show a relevant Wikipedia page, or bring the user to the respective Amazon page so they could purchase their own. The app worked for movie scenes, book covers, toys, just to name a few, and could recognize over 100 million different items. So with Amazon's backing and a seemingly innovative device, why did the Fire phone fail? Firstly, the phone was simply too expensive to attract loyal Apple and Android fans from their current favourites. The Fire phone was $199 when purchased with a 2-year contract, or $649 contract-free, the same price as the iPhone 6 that was released in the same year. Customers had expected Amazon to launch its smartphone in a similar way to their Fire tablet, which at $200 was just half the price of its rival, the iPad, massively undercutting the Apple counterpart and carving out a new wallet-friendly position in the tablet market. Users also weren't fans of Amazon's limited app store, which had around 250,000 applications compared to over 1 million on the Google Play Store, and didn't offer Google's flagship apps like YouTube, Gmail, and Google Maps. Some of Bezos' biggest hopes, like Firefly and Dynamic Perspective, were seen as gimmicks, with Firefly described as being too slow to use in the real world, and the 3D effect not bringing any value to the functionality of the device. Another mistake was the exclusive deal Amazon agreed with AT&T, meaning they were the only carrier through which consumers could purchase the phone. The writing should have been on the wall following the previous year's release of the Nokia Lumia 1020, which was also exclusive to AT&T and equally angered customers. The Lumia 1020, being a Windows phone, was as well restricted by its operating system, again with a limited app store that Amazon failed to take note of. On the hardware side, question marks were raised over the durability of the glass screen and the non-premium feel of the device in your hands. One of the main reasons for the launch of Amazon's own phone was to avoid the hefty 30% commission taken by Apple on all in-app sales made on their devices, the same reason for which you still can't buy ebooks on Kindle's iPhone app today. Unfortunately, this principle seems to have distracted Amazon from putting user experience first and making the best device possible. By September during the year of launch, Amazon had already slashed the upfront price of its contract phone from $199 to just 99 cents, which you could call the definition of a fire sale. Since inception, Amazon has become known for sacrificing profits in return for pleasing customers and gaining significant market share, but in the case of the Fire phone, neither happened. Poor sales gave the company no choice but to announce a loss of $170 million on the phone at the end of 2014's Q3, and discontinue the product in August of 2015. But Bezos has been happy to accept the flop of the Fire phone, as he acknowledges that you can't win the lottery without buying a few losing tickets. He stated in his 2018 letter to shareholders that if the size of your failures isn't growing, you're not going to be inventing at a size that can actually move the needle. The Fire phone's loss proved to be Alexa and Echo's gain, as the former became a learning curve that informed Amazon of what their customers really wanted. The Echo was released in November 2014 and has since sold over 100 million devices. For all the Fire phone's faults, it seems that Bezos' fail fast mentality is proving to offer a significant long-term payoff for his business. And that's how it happened. Thanks for watching.